Welcome to Beyond the Gym Floor. Another week, another episode. This week, it's a heavy one. I think I've actually hurt Jason. I'm not sure if he's okay. He may need to go home and sleep this one off for a day or so. We are unpacking whether or not AI will replace personal trainers' jobs. Almost not if, but when. We're talking timelines, we're talking implications on society, on our own jobs, and how you can maximize AI coming into our industry and the globe at large. Enjoy the episode. We'd love to hear your feedback and your thoughts. Are we fear-mongering? Are we going to be okay? Or are we all fucking doomed? Have fun.
I'm in a good mood, actually. No, I'm not.
No, you're not. You're cooked. Jason's cooked, and I'm going to break his brain for the next 60 to 90 minutes.
Awesome.
That is the plan.
What are we going to talk about today?
So I found out this week that the world's going to end.
Right.
It's over.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about the
It's over for us.
thing. Okay.
What's his name? Mo. Used to work at Google. Did a podcast episode with Steven on Diary of a CEO, which is a pretty good podcast. And basically, we're doomed. So
When? Like, are we going to be around for
already?
it?
We're done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn. I was thinking about, like, my
It's
granddad.
already over.
My granddad just, like, didn't care because he was like, I'm going to be gone by then.
Yeah. No,
So
it's
selfishly.
It's over.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
All right. Let's do it. Strap yourself in, guys.
So it even came up on the other podcast before, and I was like, fuck, this is like, it's actually terrifying. So the premise of what I want to talk about today is, his concept is ChatGPT right now, I think, has an IQ of 140 right now.
Yep.
It doubled the last iteration. So if it doubles the next iteration, it's smarter than the smartest person that ever lived.
Yeah.
Which is due, I think, in 2 months.
Right. It's terrifying.
Yep. So now take that. So what happens when AI is 10 times smarter than us? So we had a conversation on Fit about this very briefly.
Yeah.
Can the hours and hours that the most advanced programmer would put into writing a program for an individual, can AI do that in 2 minutes? If it's 10 times smarter than us.
I'd say so.
You would assume so,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, of course.
What if it's 100 times smarter than us?
Be 100 times better. No, I don't know.
So this guy, so just to add context to who this guy is, right? They built a whole floor at Google with machine arms and just asked them to pick up a ball. So when people think of like robotics now, they already think we have robots that do shit. So like you think of a car assembly.
Like that. Yeah.
Pick up the door, put the door on, drill the holes, it moves on to the next robot, it does a thing. If that door is out of place, it can't fix it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. That's a robot. AI is the ability to assess where in time and space that door is, how I need to pick it up, and what's the most efficient way to get it onto the thing. They did that.
Yeah, right.
So they got a robot to learn to isolate a yellow ball in a ball pit and pick up all the yellow balls. One did it once, and by, like, that was like at lunchtime. By the end of the day, every robot could isolate any color and take the ball out. So that doesn't sound that impressive, right? Think about a child when, you know, those like little fucking round things with the blocks in them. So you have like the star block, the square block, the round block, and you slide them in, then you pull it apart and they come out. And we teach a child, put the circle in the circle goes in, and go, yay! A robot just did that.
Yeah. Probably in like a quarter of the time.
So
like
it's learning how to learn, right?
Yeah,
It's wild. So his theory is AI will actually be 1 billion times smarter than us.
It's unfathomable.
So I
How
don't.
can you be 1 billion times smarter than someone?
So what's the thing? Like, the comparison to minutes, a million minutes is like 11
hours
or something, or 11 days.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah,
and then
a billion
like 30 years or
35
some shit.
years. Yeah. Thank you for helping me out there.
It's all right, bro.
Tripped over that bad.
Got you, boss.
So we can't even fathom what a billion means. Like you said, you can't even...
I don't even know. Like, does that mean you just like learn things instantly?
Yeah, like if you had 100 marbles and then we did 1,000 marbles and then we did 10,000, 100,000, million to a billion, you wouldn't be able to look at what that even fucking looks like. You just couldn't comprehend. You can't picture that in your head. You just see lots,
I'm trying to
right?
comprehend what that means though. Like, does it mean you can learn things exponentially quicker? So if this robot's just like, okay, I know kung fu now.
Yeah,
like it just instantly knows kung fu.
Yeah, bro. but even like to the point where it would be able to program a robot that builds the robot to make the robot the best kung fu robot it could possibly be, and then interpret everything that's ever happened.
Also be a pediatric surgeon at the same time.
But keep going down that road, right? So I can interpret everything that's ever been taught about kung fu. I can build an organism, let's call it. I guess it's not an organism because it's not organic matter. But like I can build a thing that is deliberately designed to execute kung fu. But I'm so much fucking smarter than anyone who's ever even stepped foot on the earth. I can actually make what you think is kung fu redundant.
Yeah. Even just like weapons.
So imagine weight training before we had any scientific evidence.
Just lift lots of weights.
You just try shit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They can try infinite things.
Do you reckon it'd be able to translate to a human though?
They can try an infinite amount of things.
Yeah.
In an infinitely large amount of things in an infinitely low amount of time.
But let's say we're talking about, let's just say we're talking about getting massive, right?
Yeah. Yeah, fitness industry?
Yeah, so we're talking about building muscle.
Yes.
So to work out what's the best way to build muscle, you would need test subjects to try if it works or not, correct?
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, or are we just skipping that whole...
Well...
Are we just skipping that now? Because this AI just goes, oh, you guys have all been missing the mark here.
Correct. So imagine it just goes, that's not how the body works at all.
Yeah, that's it. It's like, oh, there's this gene expression, this enzyme.
Yeah, so it's like...
It does this, and you guys are just not knowing how to trigger it.
Yeah.
This is how we trigger it.
So say like you and I don't even understand E equals MC squared.
Mm.
It's the most, arguably, I'm not a fucking scientist. Like, unless it was on Big Bang, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that it was in an NFT once.
So he figured that out. Einstein figured that out from nowhere.
Yeah.
And solved a problem of the universe.
Yeah.
From nowhere. So this is where it gets, you can actually start to put some relativity to this. LOL. Relativity, that's actually the equation of relativity. Anyway, the average span of IQ currently on planet Earth ranges from somewhere around 85 to like 150-ish. Maybe there's some super freaks. Maybe that's 180. So let's say Elon Musk, I don't know what it is, but let's say he's in the 160s, which is what Einstein was.
Yeah.
How much more intelligent is Elon Musk
to the average person
than the dumbest person you've ever met?
Yeah. It's wild.
So ChatGPT 5
going to be
is that gap from Elon.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. Well, maybe the spaceships will stop blowing up. No, I'm kidding.
So one of the theories that this guy's put forward is they will evolve so quickly. So everyone's scared of like fucking Terminator, right?
Yeah, of course.
This guy's theory is that's not really a thing. It's not what we should be worried about. Because what we should really be worried about is humans will control the machines and humans are shit. So instead of like using AI technology to improve the world, it'll be like America has the best AI so they can fight Russia or China or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
That'll be the goal.
It'll be much...
As he was saying it, I was sitting there like, Now, how can I apply this to the business to make sure we're ahead of the curve and we capitalize the most? And then he's like, ethical AI. I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Get a robot.
Yeah. So, where was I? Yeah. So we've got that gap, right? And then that's going to double.
Intelligence
So
gap, yeah.
Chat GPT-5
Yep.
will be twice as smart as Elon.
Okay.
So essentially there's going to come a point where it has individual thought. That's where I was going. So one of his potential outcomes is that they'll evolve so fast that they would just view us like we view an insect.
Yeah.
Like you're just not even...
So inferior.
Yeah, you actually have...
Yeah, no relativity.
Yeah, you're nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you just step over an ant, you just step over an ant.
Well,
And
that's where the Terminator thing comes from, right?
if they're not bound by a physical space,
yeah,
their ability for interplanetary, intergalactic travel exceeds us.
Yeah.
Because we're limited by time.
Yep.
Because we're a decaying organism.
Yep.
So one theory is that they'll actually just go, whoop, here we are, and then we're gone.
Oh, they'll take off.
Yeah.
They'll be like, this place has got a time span, and we have to live way beyond that.
If they're curious, for example, like we are,
they'll
be like, instead of building bigger and bigger telescopes, let's just go.
Interesting. Fuck.
And then they just need a way to transfer themselves.
They could also see us as the biggest threat to their existence and wipe us off the face of the earth.
Well, there is that potential. But he reckons it'll probably go... His timeline was... I think it was like 2035. We're totally fucked. The next 5 years, we're pretty much fucked.
2035.
Yeah, bro.
Hell.
Yeah. Well, think about if every Chat GPT alone doubles.
Yeah.
And they release one every 6 months.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So they could just disappear. The biggest fear is not... Well, his biggest fear is not that they will destroy us. It's that we will destroy each other using them.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Because,
what's easier to send...
Yeah.
Send
We've
out
been at war for... I don't know how long we've been around. These days, it's like 20,000 years or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Depending on... Yeah. What conspiracy theory you subscribe to. Yeah, or religion. So if that is remotely accurate,
it's terrifying.
We just leverage that.
Do we leverage it until they just stop allowing us because we?
Well, that's
if they get to choose.
So his theory is it's more likely that we will use it to fuck everything, and they'll actually stop it. So there's more.
So there'll become a point where they're just like, I'm not doing that.
Correct. Yeah. So instead of saying to the most intelligent life form that's ever existed on planet Earth, hey, can you nullify the conflict between the West and Russia and China? Or let's just say the communist countries of the world. Nullify that. We won't ask it to do that.
Okay.
We will say, protect us or help us win or
of course
whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Eventually the hope, this guy's hope was, or theory is, eventually they'll go, no, that's stupid. I don't have to kill all of these people. If I just do this, the war's not needed.
Yeah. It's a big fucking call.
And then if you go down like the fucking conspiracy theory rabbit hole of the American industrial complex and how they basically just pick wars to make money and blah, blah, blah. You go down that rabbit hole and it's like, well, they'll never fucking do that.
Yeah.
Because it's, that's a whole other...
Fuck, 2035.
Yeah.
Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Mark it down, guys.
So
start building your bunkers.
We need to read Scary Smart, is his book, where he sort of talks about it.
Okay.
And watch the podcast. It's interesting. Now, that's like probably beyond the scope of our podcast.
It just fucking blew everyone's minds, made them all fucking terrified. Everyone's switched off.
So the episode of Diary of a CEO, he actually has an intro that he doesn't usually do. And he's like, now this episode could cause anxiety, stress, depression, could make you upset, blah, 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 but we need to have this conversation. It's very important. It's like, oh, fuck. It made me listen to it. What's up, guys? You're listening to the STC Fit Learning Podcast, brought to you by ourselves. Feel free to go check out our website, so stcfitlearning.com. On there, we have a bunch of free resources, including how to niche your business, how to actually sell during consults, and a free programming template, plus our business scorecard, which you can go and take and see how you stack up in the industry based on what we think is elite and how to become the best trainer in your gym, in your town, and in the industry. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you take a screenshot and tag us, we really, really appreciate it. It really helps get this message out to help improve our industry and keep people in their personal training careers. Enjoy the app. So, yeah, maybe we'll come back to like social implications. But in the short term, apparently, I didn't know this. So there is somebody called Little Michaela. Okay, so this isn't a person. She has 2.8 million followers on Instagram. 19-year-old robot living in LA.
I've heard of this person.
So that...
Yeah, I've heard of this person.
So Tam, put a clip just so people can see the Instagram. Jamie, bring that up. So she's amassed a following, and she's not real.
When you say she's not real...
Well, she's real.
Yeah.
But she's not a person.
Yeah.
So...
Does she like speak and shit?
Yeah, she's got YouTube videos and shit.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
how artificial are we
I'll
talking?
see if there's any videos.
Like, if it's just a picture...
Yeah. No, like she's moving around and shit.
Yeah, it's fucking...
Yeah. So I don't think she's not talking.
I wonder,
but it
of
looks
those
real
2.8 million... Actually,
how many weird dudes?
how many are fucking virgins, yeah? 40-year-old fucking virgins. Who are just like, yes, I can buy one now.
So that is another social implication that's terrifying.
Of course it is.
So there's a stat at the moment that the 50% of men under the ages of 40 haven't had sex in the last 12 months.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because the friction involved in getting laid is too high comparative to the lack or like the reduction of satisfaction of ulterior.
Yeah, alternative means.
Correct.
Yeah. Getting your rocks off other ways.
So if you have a robot,
yes, no friction at all there.
cleans the house, does the cooking. These are not feminine roles. I'm just, if you're a dude.
We don't want to do this stuff.
So is a homemaker.
Yeah.
Is also a fucking 10. Can understand your body language, your tone, your everything better than a human. Can understand you psychologically better than a human. So they think the only thing...
Doesn't say it's fine when it's not.
Oh, shit. Doesn't make you ask what's wrong 10 times. So I heard a couple of people having a discussion about this. The only layer of friction between that right now is there's no status.
Yeah.
That you got the hot chick.
Yeah.
So there's also people in the world right now that are suggesting that underpopulation is the biggest threat. Greater than global warming.
Underpopulation?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So things are finally moving in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Not finally.
Yeah, so they like
China's
China's
thinking like Thanos.
China's economic state post one child rule is like they're fucked.
Yeah.
Because they don't have enough people to make enough resources or money to sustain the
Aren't they fucking like shifting women from other countries and shit?
Yeah.
Just like without anyone realizing it's happening. Yeah.
they're in
like
big
people
trouble.
are the people from like Korea and stuff are like shifting their female.
Fuck it, let's go full conspiracy on this.
It's fucking crazy.
I heard a thing the other day, and let me be very fucking clear.
I feel like you love a good conspiracy theory.
I do.
You know?
No, I like pondering them.
Yeah.
I don't subscribe to any.
I know you're not. You don't get your tinfoil hat out.
I've just enjoyed it.
Hey, did you know that
I know
9/11 was an inside job.
Yeah. I don't buy into that.
Yeah, which it was.
Which so China had its one child policy, right?
Yeah.
The West, and now, again, very clear, this is a theory presented by a comedian, said in jest, but also it was a little bit holy shit.
Yeah.
And I found it interesting, and I have no skin in the game whatsoever, and I'm not putting my personal opinion on what I'm about to say at all. I just think it's an interesting thing.
Oh, you're making me nervous. I'm scratching my hands.
I'm nervous. That the push towards this sudden media backing of the LGBTQ movement is because we aren't in a society that could put in a rule like that. So if we encourage that and maximize its reach, we reduce population.
Right.
So the idea is if we just convince everyone to stop having babies,
Yeah.
or at least like the typical male-female relationship that results in babies, that we can slow down population. Because then there's all these like underlying conspiracies, like World Economic Forum is trying to reduce the population, and that COVID was the virus was an inside to cull it and all that shit. So it's like it spins into all that, which is wild.
Yeah, it's Jesus Christ, Ben. What are you doing to us?
But so coming back to the robot thing, right?
Yeah.
That has a huge impact potentially on
human population. If we start fucking just nailing robots, like who will make the baby?
So the stats are fucking crazy, bro. It's something like men will swipe on dating apps.
Yeah.
Men will swipe for like up to like 80% of women.
Yeah.
Might even be higher.
Yeah.
Women will swipe for 5%.
Yeah.
So basically, if you're not in
any woman.
Yeah, on average.
Yeah.
So if you're not in the top 5%,
you're fucked.
Yeah. So you probably never did dating apps?
Nah, I've been with Steph for like 18 years.
Yeah, so if you go in there, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be disrespectful here.
Yeah, I get it.
But it's like, maybe not so desirable.
Yeah, there's the bottom.
Women?
Yeah, we've got the bottom and we have the top.
That can put a list of what they want. Got to be 6 figures. Got to be earning 6 figures.
Is that what they put in those?
6 foot.
Is that part of the criteria?
Bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Is there...
Because they can, because the demand is like...
Yeah. So there's more men than women, right? Is that what it is?
There's not more, I don't think.
It's
just that they can... So it's like the top 5% of men get all of the women at the moment. And because we're in a society where...
5% of the men with like 10 wives.
I think I heard a stat the other day that actually women have actually surpassed men in their promiscuousness.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they have more sexual partners than men.
Yeah.
So that kind of takes a whole interesting kind of space in and of itself.
Yeah.
If your Andrew Tate top G's are the ones attracting all of the women.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's crazy.
So it's not even about fucking...
So they could basically replace...
Doesn't matter looks or personality. Doesn't matter now. Just...
Yeah. Yeah, because well, imagine if you're in that... I think it's red pill. I'm trying to keep up with this fucking culture thing that's happening right now. So red pill is like utates, basically.
Yeah.
So it's like you, generally speaking, something negatively has happened to you on the end of a woman, and then you search for social proof of that. Men never get the kids. They always lose in divorce. They're expected to be all these things. They're not allowed to talk about their feelings. They're, all of that. Like, women hater type men.
Yep.
If they have an option to just have a thing, it's like, that's it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then what's social impact of that outside of population control? What's the main reason most men do most things? If it's beyond survival, it's to attract the highest quality mate possible.
Yeah.
Getting a job, making money, driving a nice car, buying a nice house.
Yep.
We're very simple creatures.
Yeah.
Oh, you like Me do.
Yeah.
So, what impact does that have?
Yeah. And they try less.
If 50% of men are already not having sex,
means that could even
if you push that to 75%,
even more, yeah.
and then that 75% of people aren't motivated to fucking do anything because they already have the thing that they would go out
and work hard for.
So it's just like, as long as my basic needs are met.
I didn't even think about things like this, eh?
Crazy.
Yeah. Do you think our underlying motivations are still those kind of things?
Yep.
That's fucking crazy.
Yep.
Even though we don't think about it?
100% it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that means we could just stop trying.
Yep. Yeah, but we love our lives very much.
Yeah, our lives. I mean, wives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
That's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Everyone's terrified now. You've scared everyone.
We would pursue status because it would make us more desirable, despite still with the intent to maintain the approval, love, etc.
That changes the pool, though.
Yeah.
So do you think there would still be people that...
So we're only discussing this from a male to female robot.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, but
we haven't even opened the coin if it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Because the other concept is...
Well, do you think that would be the case because there's like less emotion involved in that relationship and there's...
It probably suits a male better.
Yeah, I'm not saying...
Because of that. Yeah.
Yeah, but usually...
Yeah. On average.
It's like the...
You just have to put on average in front of everything, and then you can stereotype.
Usually, in my opinion, that's it. It's the female's the more emotional one.
Correct. Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah.
You know?
But they are looking for, on average, from a genetic point of view.
In my opinion.
Not from my opinion, from somebody else's. They would tend to look for the provider, the security, the protector.
Yeah.
So it's like
So you just get a robot with those kung fu.
Well, that's it. What do you build into the robot to do that? They need to either bring in money, provide security,
machine gun strapped to its shoulder,
emotional support shit. It's like strapped to its shoulder, in its shoulder.
Yeah, it's just oh, fuck a minute. This is ridiculous.
So
that's scary.
If we rewind this in the next 3 years, sorry, I don't know if I'm outshot 10, but this is intense.
Yeah, well,
I need to lean forward.
Yeah, it's your fault for not being here.
Yeah. So before we keep going, I just want to give you guys a little message about our Standout PT program. So Standout PT has been designed for personal trainers who want to sustain a long-term career in fitness, but right now they're sick of chasing clients, they're not making enough time for money, and they're super frustrated with the results that they're getting in their business, and they can't see themselves being here in 3 to 5 years' time. If you want to know more about the Standout PT program, head to stcfitlearning.com, head to programs, and all the details are there, and you can book in your free exploration call where we can have a look and see whether or not that would actually be a suitable program for where your business is at right now. And back to the episode. If in the next 3 years, we'll take it back to just personal training. 3 years from now, an AI, so let's just call it ChatGPT for now, has advanced to the point where it's 10x smarter than us, which is a reasonable assumption based on doubling from where it is now every 6 months. It can program better than you. We don't like writing meal plans. It can write infinite amount of meal plans. So let's go another way, just real quick, because I'm really caffeinated and I'm excited. Have you ever watched anything on like understanding the term infinity?
No.
So infinity, people just go like, oh, it just means a lot. So you can have infinitely large and infinitely small. So infinitely large is like the end of the universe.
Yeah.
We don't actually know what it is, but it's immeasurable because it's so big.
Yeah.
It just means immeasurable. But you also have infinitely small.
So it's so small you just don't know how small it is.
Correct. So if you had a clock and you drew a line on the finest possible line you could draw, you would have infinite opportunities to draw that line before that became a solid line. Because the line would infinitely get thinner, and then you would have infinite meal.
Yeah.
So when I say you can create infinite amount of possibilities, big, in an infinitely small period of time, tiny.
Yeah.
So I could write 100,000 meal plans in a second.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
This excites me. I fucking hate writing meal plans.
So it can program better than you.
I don't.
Write meal plans better than you. It can create content better than you. It can assess you. The coolest thing is, this is my capitalist nature. We have 205 episodes of the podcast now.
Yeah.
So there's 205 hours of us that we could give to an AI and it could make us.
Well, that's where I was kind of going to go with it. Like that song.
Yeah.
Where it's like...
Oh, yeah. The Drake and the the Biggie cover and shit.
And the Weekend.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's not...
So there's already Rogan interviewing Trump podcast.
Yeah.
They already exist. You can feel it still.
Yeah.
But when it's 10x.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You're not going to know the difference.
Yeah.
So it can study this and we can say, make an optimized, a totally optimized reel for the Instagram algorithm and my target client who you can ask me about to understand, or better, just go study them.
Yeah.
The people that I already work with, and then provide a reel that maximizes my potential for people to go to our 6-figure sales checklist at sdcfit.com.
Do it. Anyway.
Before we get a robot.
So
that would mean... So let me keep going. So programming, nutrition, content creation.
Yeah.
We are already aware of people that are collating data to be able to provide technique assessment, which will have live either RPE or rep and reserve, and provide live technique adjustments.
Yep.
What else do we do?
Good motivators.
So the only thing left, and this is why I was like fucking G'd up when you asked that question on the barbells and banter question, the only thing left is human connection.
Yeah. So we leverage our ability to use Chat GPT though? Like, is that...
So I think in the next phase, people who are early adopters, say this all comes true.
Yeah.
People who are early adopters of the technology and learn the soonest are the ones that get ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
How valuable that is when we all end up on an agreed upon basic income, because if that happens, it's like, I don't know, is it worth being successful? Like, But we can only deal with what's in front of us and live right now. So I know for me, I look at now to the end of the year and I'm like, I have to go down this AI rabbit hole.
Yeah.
If a piece of software comes out that can edit my YouTube videos better and faster than I can, I have to have it.
Of course.
Because 99% of other content creators won't.
Yeah.
Particularly in fitness.
There's a lot of people that won't know anything about this.
Well, people still not using ChatGPT, right?
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's a search engine.
Yeah. So...
Or it's shit.
Yeah. So my question...
Fucking hell. Put the fear of God in me. Now he wants a question.
We've always said that personal training will never die.
Yeah.
So the only reason someone's going to come to a personal training session... Oh, sorry, let me correct that. The only reason a Gen Pop client who doesn't have a specialty goal in mind would go to a personal training session...
It's for the appointment.
Is for the connection.
Yeah. What's the motivation to go? Because you booked the appointment.
Yeah. Because the other flip of this coin is apparently Apple, by the end of the year, will have released their smart glasses.
Yeah. They're like fucking $5,500. Did you see how they got?
I haven't.
Yeah.
Go.
So, they just got fucking ripped on with all these Pornhub memes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
They're like, someone's developed the connection between the VR and the fleshlight.
Yeah.
For $5,500.
That's pre-robot.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
So, let's say the glasses are already here.
Yeah.
Then we're going to have wearable...
computers.
Well, wearable physical assessment.
Yeah.
So you won't have to put your watch on to track your steps.
Yeah.
If you don't have a chip in you, it'll be on you. So you, to control the glasses, for example, might be able to just there's a inside your clothing, on your shoulder, you touch it, you can see your notifications, you can flip, move, whatever. Like the screen goes away. So the comment that I was listening to, the person who was talking about this was like, people will say like, when I say iPhones will no longer exist, they're like, and then I ask them when the last time they used their home phone was.
Yeah.
So imagine when we were 10, telling each other, no, the home phone won't stay forever.
Yeah. VCR, DVD player.
There's no such thing as a payphone.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, the mobile phone's no fucking different.
Yeah.
It'll be something else.
Yeah.
Because the idea, the phrasing she used was the goal of technology is to get smaller and closer to you.
This is Black Mirror all fucking covered.
Basically. It's a Black Mirror episode. We're making one right now.
Yeah. Well, they already kind of said a lot of the concepts.
Yeah. So what do we do? Is my question I was leading to. What the fuck do we do? So you had the session with
fucking cry.
You had the session with the boys on the weekend, right?
Mm.
I know with Adrian you worked on like lower lat activation, let's call it, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Building tension. What are you doing? What is going on, Shadow? Doing a weird thing.
Yeah.
So does that interaction still happen?
With the robots?
Well, with us. Are we still able to do that? Or does the robots just do it? And then
I don't think. Yeah.
So short term, I think, and what I've been thinking about, dog is just causing chaos right now. What I've been thinking about the last 7 days, and we've been talking about this for a month, was building our community.
Yeah.
Our online community. And we've kind of put some friction in because we've done it before and it hasn't worked. Blah, 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 blah. This solidifies to me that it could be the single most defining feature of any service-based business right now.
Yeah. Maybe for the first wave anyway.
Can you provide human connection?
The first wave are going to want that. It's terrifying to think about what my niece and nephew actually want.
Yeah.
Because I don't really think they will. Because they're already kind of more device-driven, less friendship circle group, like kind of a generation of less friends, because of all of that stuff, in my opinion.
So one thing I did like that it was on Camp Gagnon. I can't think of her name. I could open it, but anyway. She sort of suggested that this, like the phone thing, pulls you away from your surroundings.
Of course.
The goal will be to be less invasive, to unplug you less. So you won't have to enter your steps in your phone.
It'll just do it.
Your glass. Remember that tech that we saw that like the thing could scan the food and tell you the exact calories?
Yeah.
Years ago?
Yeah.
That's in your glasses.
Yeah.
So your nutrition tracking for the day is done perfectly just by looking at it.
Yeah.
So you don't have to interact. You don't need an interface. It's all stored, which goes to the robot, and then the robot's like XYZ.
But if you're more tapped into technology, regardless of what type of technology that is, you're having less human interactions.
Well, does it free up more time for more human interaction? Because how often do you see a table of 20-year-olds all on their phone?
Yeah, but that's because they're doing other shit that's more. They're not punching in their steps. They're averting their attention to something else that's more exciting.
Yeah.
So if anything, that's going to give them even more.
Yeah.
Less friction to consume even more. So that means that they're going to be less engaged with actual people.
Yeah.
And each generation's probably going to lose that desire for a micro community and a tribe. And we're going to become more and more isolated, which leans into like having a fucking robot as a fucking partner and human existence becoming a major threat. Wowzers. This is crazy. How did we get here?
So that glasses thing.
We haven't even had any mushrooms.
As I thought about that glasses thing, this would be too scary on mushrooms.
Yeah. Even weed.
That glasses thing. What's up, guys? Another quick break. I just wanted to jump in and remind you guys about the STC Fit Learning Mentorship. Now, our mentorship's been running since about 2016, where we've developed trainers through their first year of business in personal training and allowed them to leapfrog the first 5 years of mistakes that we made. If you're currently studying, looking to finish in the next month or so, or you're looking for someone to help you out with mentoring and all that kind of stuff, jump on, have a look at the details for the mentorship at stcfitlearning.com. Head to programs and mentorship, and all the details are there. And you can come and be an STC Fit coach for an entire year. Includes all of our education and direct mentoring from our head coaches. Back to the episode. If it's 10 times smarter than any human being that's ever lived, it can understand hunger signaling better than anyone that's ever lived. So there's two ways this could go, right?
Yeah.
So you say, I want to live for the longest possible time in the best health with the best strength possible.
And it'll say, you're going to live for this long.
You'll wear your glasses. It'll look at food. Oh, fuck. So many layers to this. So layer 1, right? I can look at my food and know its calories.
Yeah.
So then I've got at least human choice on what I eat.
Yeah.
But I'm aware that and at the end of the day, it's like, you go to bed, it's like, you exceeded your calorie budget by 300 calories today.
Yeah.
If you eat that piece of cheesecake, you will exceed you know what I mean? Like, you could have that built in. But there's still choice involved.
Yeah.
There then would be a point that you could say, I want to optimize my nutrition to maximally extend my quality of life and life. So I don't want to just live to 120, but I want to live that I can run, jump, throw, do shit for the longest period of time. Theoretically, either via medication or if the chip's in your body, you would assume that it could create a chip that would affect your brain. If it can affect your brain, it can affect your hormone production, and it can massage, for lack of a better term, your senses. So you could eat a bowl of broccoli that tasted like cheesecake. So you could eat the perfect diet that your robot girlfriend made for you, and it would taste amazing every single time.
Fuck, I'm tapping out. This is fucking blowing my mind. You need to stop with the podcast.
What happens when Ben moves to the country?
Wow. Yeah, totally acknowledge that we have to. I think anyone who's, in business definitely needs to have a really serious look at the whole AI situation, regardless of like all the, the rabbit holes we've dived down today.
Yeah. So I think from an actionable step right now, and depending on how you're feeling right after this podcast, is investigating this community as quickly as possible. And I think most personal trainers right now, their currency is a following on a very particular platform that may be absolutely useless in a very short period of time.
Yeah.
Because would you go on Instagram, and this we can go down another hole, would you go on Instagram if it's all AI created?
I don't know.
So at least right now, over the next, say it's a year or 2 years, we can at least leverage AI to make our content better.
Yeah.
Imagine having AI in your house and saying, I want to watch a comedy. Infinite amount of options, big. In an infinitely short amount of time, small. It can design the exact movie that you want to watch instantly.
So it makes the movie.
On the spot.
Yeah, fuck. Didn't even think of that.
So instead of searching YouTube for the video you want to watch, like, I want to watch someone shoot 94 at Gisborne Golf Club who is as funny as Kevin Hart. Go. And it makes it. And then it would get to the point where you wouldn't even have to give it those prompts.
Yeah. Just read your subconscious mind. I don't know what to say.
It could even have something in it that is interpreting your body language while you watch it
To work out if you like it or
to
not.
adjust it.
Yeah.
Live.
It's mental. Got 15,
So like,
got 15 years to live.
there's we start the movie and we've got a choice between the start of John Wick where the dog dies or Taken where the kid gets stolen.
Fuck, the kid's going for sure.
And it's like Jason's going to be more emotionally invested if the dog dies. So we're going to show him the dog death.
Yeah, I always fast forward that bit. Always.
So it could do that live based on knowing you.
Yeah. Nuts.
So we could have heaps of scenarios at the start and it just like tests
Yeah, what?
where we're going to go this way. And if you respond, it's like, yeah, follow that. So would you go on social media if
We would need to.
it could do that?
You would need to.
So then follow a criteria is useless because all the content that we would consume would be created by
for
something that's better
Yeah.
than us at it
And for us. Yeah.
As an individual.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
My mind's blown.
Tell the
Nice.
people why we're not going to Discord.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I actually don't know. Because we already have another
Yeah, so
layer.
I've been pondering this as well. So I think there are obviously a select amount of people that used Discord, particularly during like the crypto wave last year, that got into Discord or gamers. Outside of that, I don't think people actually use or know what it is.
Yeah.
And I actually think it's a fucking terrible platform, personally. It does my head in. I hate it. I think it's the user experience is trash. It just became cool. And the functionality that it posed with the NFT stuff
I think
worked.
what it did is allowed you to run your own network without like being influenced by the people that own the platform.
Well, yeah. So that is
Because you can have your own community within Facebook, but they can still censor what you.
well, they just choose
see.
if the notifications go through or not.
Yeah, well, they
Yeah.
can still censor what you kind of post, say,
Correct.
what etc.
Yeah. So the idea of Discord and anything else like that, there used to be one called Ning. So the one that created Ning now owns Mighty Networks, which is what we use for our education portal.
Yeah.
The reason we use it is because it's probably the best user experience we could find to deliver educational content.
Yeah.
And still maintain a feed, which is essentially like a Facebook group, a chat that was direct messaging, notifications. We had lots of freedom within it, and we owned it.
Yeah.
So the goal is to own the audience. So you don't have Zuck's influence on what goes on in your group and stuff and whether people see it or not. Only the user can decide that. So that's why, because we are so education dominant, we're not going to Discord, we're going to Mighty Networks. Pros of that are it's a much better platform. It's much more aesthetic. It's much easier to navigate. We have way more stuff we can build into it. The negative is like a lot of other fitness accounts are going towards Discord, which would mean if you only needed one app to get access to lots of different communities.
Yeah.
Which not everyone's on Mighty Networks, so we kind of lack that as a buy-in. That's the trade-off that we would face at the moment.
Yeah.
But ours will be the best, so you only want to log into ours anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like I've just like smoked you and you don't actually know where to go. What we're gonna do.
I was already struggling. And you fucking you've taken all the bandwidth and brain capacity that I have.
Yeah. So outside of that, I think the other thing we need to do is be right on the edge of the pulse of what's happening with AI.
Yeah, of course.
And I think I've been even thinking like, do I need to learn to code?
Yeah, you won't have to.
And then I'm like, well, yeah, it's going to be superseded by that.
Not even
so quickly.
a question. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it'll do it for you. You just need to know how to prompt it better. You need to understand it better. Not like you. We need to understand it better so we can leverage it better.
Yeah.
Like, isn't everyone? Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like most of my content consumption moving forwards now is going to need to be around that.
Yeah, just keeping up to date with what the movements are.
Yeah. Because imagine speaking your content.
Yeah.
giving it to an editor, which is what you would do, and you would pay a lot for shit quality, to be honest, most of the time. Outside of TAM, of course.
And it does it for you. Yeah.
And it would just come back as good
Well,
as...
there's already stuff that does that. It's not that great just yet, but like the captions look cool and stuff. It's just what it picks to kind of talk about. It's like, it's a bit shit.
It's not quite there.
At the moment. But obviously if it's still first generation...
Yeah, I think I fell into the trap where it was like wanted it to write copy, and I had to rewrite the copy so much that I'm like, it's not.
Yeah. I feel like we just need to learn how to prompt it better though.
Yeah,
as we've kind of spoke about off the podcast.
Yeah, so I think that's something of very high importance for all of us. Yeah, to execute very soon.
I think you'd rather be with the wave than miss the wave altogether. Yeah,
even if we're wrong.
Well, yeah. What's the harm being wrong, right?
Because like even if the extreme circumstances don't come to pass, all this other stuff's already here.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're just leveraging it better anyway.
I wonder if it does like YouTube thumbnails and stuff.
I don't know. It's like creativity part of it's not quite there yet.
Yeah.
From what I've seen.
Yeah.
But it'll get better, and it'll probably just learn too.
Well, the smarter
that's
it
the
gets.
goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would expect 5 to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use it enough, it'll go, yep, cool, this is what I need to know.
Yeah.
I need to do.
So we even had a discussion, guys, like I have an outline of a book done. It just needs to be adjusted. And we were like, may as well wait because in 3 months' time, we can put that book into the thing and they'll rewrite it better than what I could.
We could make...
With our message.
We could make 4 books now. With all the content we have.
Yeah.
We could make 4 books.
Yeah.
Just how many more jobs do we give ourselves?
Yeah, well, give
I'm kidding.
Somebody else now. Is a theory.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. I could write a book tomorrow.
Well, all the programming ones are books.
That's with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay tuned for the books.
Yeah. Yeah. What else do you think we need to do? Do you think we're out of a job in 5 years?
Not 5 years. No, I don't think we'll ever be out of a job if you just learn, because like that thing has to be prompted for now. Like it's not gonna take initiative.
Yeah.
So you just need, if it goes worst case scenario, like you've got to be the person telling it what to do, so that it can say to you like, that's not a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I think.
Yep.
So I think at the moment we're cool, we're safe.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think we're going to be replaced by...
At the moment, the TENS machine just produces a contraction, but not enough mechanical load to incur hypertrophy, right?
I haven't gone down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. I think that's true.
Well, a TENS machine's just like flexing your muscles.
Yeah. Which in isolation doesn't build muscle.
Correct.
Yeah. So I wonder if there is a version of that does.
You gotta start fucking around with gravity then, don't you? Because it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can you...
It's the resistance on the muscle, not just the contraction of the muscle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're just creating a chemical response. So if you can stimulate that chemical response from another pathway, you don't need the big round heavy
just
disc.
Alter your muscle gene suppression. Just become
myostatin deficient.
Myostatin deficient.
So what I'm picturing is you could almost simulate
increase
a
your
workout.
Yeah.
While you're unconscious.
Oh. And you just get jacked overnight.
Yeah. And you just do that. That's programmed.
Oh, fuck, I'd pay a lot of money for that. Actually, I don't know.
But
working out's fun.
And then that's the other thing. You lose the...
But then it's like there's the mental side.
You lose the reward.
Do you just change... Well, does that... can you alter your brain then? No, let's just not. Let's just not. Let's just fucking getting... I can't believe we spoke about this.
I was gonna talk about budgeting today because we did that yesterday, and it's our YouTube video this week. Go on to the YouTubes, watch it. I give you a full walkthrough of how to put together a budget. You're welcome. Scott Pape model, but for personal trainers.
Yeah.
So if you've ever read the Scott Pape book and you're trying to apply it and it's fucking up because it fucked up for everyone we gave it to for the first year that we tried to do it. Yeah. We've got a new version of it, or not a new. We've had it for ages. We've been testing it for a long time. that is available for you to shepherd and calling me. Interesting. It's probably actually someone I know. So yeah, that's available. So I was going to talk about that. So we talked about yesterday, like silver or bronze standard for personal trainers tracking their finances.
Yeah.
Would be separating your personal and your business accounts.
Yeah.
So if you don't have that, A, go watch a video. B, implement that right fucking now.
Yeah.
Go get a business account to pay your shit into and pay your shit out of, and then pay yourself outside of that.
Have to have separate bank accounts.
It'll make your life so much easier.
Yeah.
Silver is then having some kind of distributed savings inside your business and inside your personal.
Personal, yeah.
So whatever system it is that you're following, make sure you just have something that you're sticking to.
Yep.
Gold standard is what's in the YouTube video that we won't necessarily unpack because you can just go watch the YouTube video.
Yeah, of course.
But we've basically isolated how many bank accounts you need. We've built in play money, so you've got discretionary money you don't have to think about every single week. And then we've got money for holidays, money for more expensive things, money for wealth creation, putting away your tax, all your claimables, all of that. All done. You just need to go watch the video. That's the gold standard.
Watch a fucking video.
So that's the gold standard there. It is also one of the units in the 6-figure checklist, which is on the website. So if you don't want to go watch it on YouTube, you can get the free checklist and the free training and get it in there for free. What I was thinking about because we were presenting on it yesterday, is like you could actually set it up that like your AI would just like ban you
from spending money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like you can still break the rules inside this, right? So the way we've got it set up is like 10% or 20% of your business income goes to different. You go to marketing and you go to savings inside your business. Then in your personal stuff, you can set it up kind of discretionary. But say it's like you've got 30% going on wealth creation, which leaves 60% left. No, 40% left.
Yeah.
And then you have 20% going to like fun stuff, savings, and then 20% going to like bigger saving projects, right? If you once it spends, like you've got these glasses on, right? It's watching what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're like,
I'm going to spend more.
I'll just pull some money out of
That's what I did last week.
the fun stuff account to buy something it's not been allocated towards.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
I did that on Sunday night.
Pulled
Transferred money from an account that I shouldn't have to pay for something I wanted.
So it would actually be built in to be like, nah.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
You can't do that.
Yeah. How dare you?
That's a useful application.
Yeah, you would have to set the parameters for that, though.
Yeah, you would.
Like, you would have to sanction
Of course.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there would be an override.
Yeah, but there's enough friction probably to stop it.
There could be just a safe word.
More friction's better.
Yeah. Yeah. Could be. What a world we're about to move into.
All right, I feel like the episode's done. I feel like Jason's cooked.
I
I don't have anything else because I don't even know where we go. All I know is we need to build a community because that's the only thing that we can't be replaced.
Yeah. For now.
And we need to keep doing face-to-face events.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this Wednesday will be at Good Life in Port Melbourne.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Good Life. Keen for that. We'll be presenting our 6 figures on a document.
Yeah. There is a big way for that. We know.
Yeah.
Market research.
Yeah.
Asking people.
And probably by the time this is out, there will be a sneaky code, maybe in the description. Maybe you'll see it on our Instagram stories. But we are doing our first full weekend immersive live event.
Yep.
And you can pre-register, which will get you access to the early bird price.
Yep.
Which is very fucking cheap.
Yeah, with some pretty fucking good bonuses as well.
2 full days. Early bird bonuses will include some form of access to Jason and I. In depth.
Exclusive too.
And the weekend is going to be centered around becoming a successful hybrid coach. So face-to-face, full book, getting online, filling your book there, having the choice to do whatever the fuck you want in either of those spaces.
Yeah.
So pre-registry will be available for that, hopefully by the time this episode is out. If not, keep an eye on it because it'll be within a week or so. Because it's going to be late July. Everything's booked. It's all ready.
Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Don't forget, Standout PT closes 3 weeks from the release of this podcast. Maybe 2. 25th of this month. It'll be closed. 30-day money-back guarantee and a business audit. If you quote the podcast on the way through and ask for it, I'll do a full audit of your business for you as well. try and get some sleep tonight, everybody, after I've just frightened
Blown
the shit out of
everyone's mind.
everyone. So yeah, Diary of a CEO with Mo is the first podcast I was talking about. Then there was also an interesting one. The lady is a futurist, and her name is it's on Camp Gagnon. You just scroll through it. Tech expert says AI will take your job in the next 5 years. Just for some easy listening.
What a way to end.
Just to chill your
with
Friday
that.
night out.
Yeah, just with that title.
All right.
All right, thanks
Thanks
guys.
for listening.
See
Like,
you.
share, subscribe, and spread the word of the impending doom.
All right, thanks guys. Bye.